You are looking at Jim Scott Stadium, where tonight Costa Mesa High School will host Estancia as the two teams meet for the 45th time. But tonight may be the most anticipated game in the history of this matchup. Well, hello everybody, I'm Dane Bora, and I'm excited to be calling tonight's game for you here on Costa Mesa Television. Both teams enter the season finale with undefeated league records, so it's all on the line tonight. The league title, the Bell Trophy, bragging rights, the rib dinner, and more. It's a battle of smash versus dash. Estancia will look to smash their way to victory, while the Mustangs look to dash their way. Both teams feature explosive offenses. For the home Mustangs, they are led by the ultra-quick Mario Smith, or Super Mario as he is known. The current ESPN Cal High State Player of the Week rushed for an eye-popping 358 yards with 7 touchdowns last week and is averaging over 200 yards per game despite rarely playing after halftime. But do not go to sleep on senior quarterback Nathan Alvis. The two-year starter is completing 73% of his passes and has 11 touchdowns and just 2 picks. For the Eagles, their offense is led by junior running back Robert Murtha, who enters tonight's contest with over 1,300 rushing yards and 12 touchdowns. For his career, he has already surpassed 3,000 yards and is on pace to become the district's all-time leading rusher. Junior Brad Wilson is the quarterback, and the first-year starter is having an effective year for the Eagles. But for this offense, it all starts up front, where Estancia will look to use its size and strength to control the line of scrimmage. The Eagles are 7-2 and the Mustangs are 8-1. This should be a great game, and we'll have it for you when we come back.
I'm Colin Coward on ESPN Radio, host of The Herd, and you're watching Costa Mesa Television.
We are back at Jim Scott Stadium. Captains at midfield. Great crowd here tonight. We're on campus at Estancia High School, but it's the Costa Mesa Mustangs who are the home team. The two teams share this facility. 5 minutes to go before kickoff. They'll flip the coin here. Costa Mesa, again, enters 9-1 overall, 8-1 overall. Estancia 7-2, both teams undefeated in Orange Coast League action. The Mustangs average on offense 48.5 points a game overall, 58 points per contest in Orange Coast League play. And for Estancia, they're getting 34 points overall and 40 in league. The Mustangs win the flip. They defer to the second half. And now he's got, looked to me like he had them both deferring there. Costa Mesa will receive. Captains out on the field. For Estancia, it's number 33, Ozzy the Kamikaze Magana. 34 is Robert Murtha, 75 is Hivron Gutierrez. And number 8, Colby Costi. So it's a packed crowd here at Jim Scott Stadium. We are on the Mustangs side of the field. Rain has been threatening all week. The latest weather report said it was coming in later this evening, but we've had a few showers prior to kickoff. Right now, clear skies, was not enough rain to change the playing surface at all. Great night for football. This really is perhaps the greatest matchup of these two teams in the 45-year history of the crosstown rivalry game between these two schools. And there's a brand new Bell Trophy on the line tonight. Unveiled earlier today, the new Bell is a beautiful piece of hardware, and one of these teams will be more than happy to be the first team to ring that bell. Two minutes away from kickoff. Glad you could join us here on Costa Mesa Television, Channel 24. I'm Dane Bora. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Sonic, who will be sponsoring the players of the game at the conclusion of tonight's ball game. Very happy that Sonic has agreed to help us out tonight. Sonic's on Harbor Boulevard.
Compress those bodies, get a little warm, get to know your neighbor.
So it's smash versus dash. The Estancia Eagles, many consider the bigger, stronger team, and Costa Mesa would be considered the faster, more explosive team. And we are just about set for kickoff. Everybody's up on their feet for the Eagles. Number 51, Dan Cabrera, 5'10" junior, will kick it off. He'll try and keep it away from Super Mario. That's Deontay Haywood. Cutting it back the other way. Haywood pushed out of bounds right at the 20. So that's where the Mustangs will go to work. First drive of the ball game.
Knocked out of bounds by number 27, Brandon Kinsley.
Costa Mesa will go to work on offense first, and you know the Eagles will be keyed in on number 5. But like I said in the open, you cannot go to sleep on Nathan Alvis, the senior left-handed quarterback. And the give is to Smith. Smith pushes the pile forward for 5. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Mustangs starters on offense.
Nathan Alvis, aka Sunshine, senior, Killybrook Elementary.
Mario Smith, senior, Village Elementary.
Oronde Crenshaw, aka Dwayne the Freight Train Crenshaw, sophomore, the Killybrook Elementary.
Joseph Delgado, aka Big Joe, senior, Valencia Park Elementary School.
Christian Contreras, senior, Sonora Elementary.
Kevin Salyer, senior, Davis Elementary.
Oscar Reyes, junior, Paularino Elementary.
Adrian Luna, senior, Killybrook Elementary.
Charles Mackin, senior, Greenville Elementary.
Jordan Walden, the one-handed man, senior, Greenfield Elementary.
Trace Cret,
senior, Paularino Elementary.
2nd and 5 for the Mustangs. The give once again to Smith, and Smith is brought down.
Smith again around the left side.
That's Kevin Peters, Big KP, the coconut. And let's go ahead and take a look at the Eagles on defense.
Gabriel Batfish Carpio, senior, Wilson Elementary.
Kevin Peters, junior, Simmons Elementary. Alipa Peters, the coconut, senior, Simmons Elementary.
Andy Ugalde, senior, Wilson Elementary.
Colby Costi, junior, Kaiser Elementary.
Ozzy Magana, senior, Adams Elementary. No survivors.
Alex A-Rod Rodriguez, senior, Ray Elementary.
Deontay Haywood, Jr., Taft Elementary.
Levi Stillman, Jr., Mariners Elementary.
Sho Watanabe, Senior, Adams Elementary.
Milton Gutierrez, Senior, The Wilson Elementary.
So my apologies to Kevin's older brother, Alipa. Alipa's the coconut. Little play action. Alvis finds Mencken across the 40, and there's the game's first down. Milton Gutierrez there for the Eagles. So they roll the left-hander out to the right side. Alvis completing 73% of his passes. Coach Wally Grant says he's the best quarterback he's ever coached. And that's saying something. Coach Grant's got a few years under his belt. High praise for his quarterback, Nathan Alvis. And here's Smith, waiting for something to open. Smith gets 6. So Mario showing some patience there. You kind of expect them just to try and pitch it to Mario and just see if he can get the edge right there. Smith showing some maturity as a runner. Trying to wait and see if a play would develop. The Eagles doing an excellent job at just stringing that play out. Smith picks up the first down. So the Mustangs off to a good start here. 9:29 left to go in the first quarter. 2 first downs here on the opening drive as they cross over into Eagle territory. If the Mustangs can put together a methodical, sustained drive right here, that will do a whole lot for their confidence. Many expected them to score quickly. They can put together a drive as Alvis goes deep. And a nice play there by number 3, Trace Curette. Levi Stillman, great coverage downfield, and Curette turns into the defender on that one and knocks it away. Good coverage by Stillman, the Newport Harbor transfer. So when I talked to Coach Grant earlier in the week, he loves his receivers, says Curette will stretch the field, and Walden, who has the best hands on the team, is his possession guy. The give once again to Smith. Smith is gang tackled there. Milton Gutierrez.
Smith hit the line of scrimmage
and Colby Costi.
Short gain on the play.
That's going to bring up 3rd and a long 8 for the Mustangs. Haywood and Smith in the backfield. Curette and Walden split wide left. Alvis over the middle to his tight end, Jake Comer. And Comer's too big and strong right there for number 7, Milton Gutierrez. Gutierrez goes for a ride for about 5 yards as Alvis. 2 for 3 on this drive so far. Good for 2 first downs. The Mustangs down to the 20-yard line. And there's Peters. Alipa bottling up Mario.
Peters and Haywood.
And remember, the Eagles are very big up front. Kevin Peters is 6'1", 240. Alipa is 6'3", 275. Gabriel Carpio, the Batfish Carpio, 6'2", 225. And Ugalde, 6'2", 195. Ugalde, the leading tackler defensively for Estancia. Quick pass is complete again to Comer. Comer's brought down by Stillman and A-Rod. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. So a great opening drive for Nathan Alvis. Mustangs picking up more yards through the air than on the ground here in the opening drive. Smith's got some room on the outside. Mario Smith with a beautiful cutback to pick up the first down. So you had 2 Eagles out there. And Smith with the burst splits the defenders, and that'll make it 1st and goal for the Mustangs. So you got a little glimpse there of the burst of Mario Smith. Haywood, check that, that's Aronde Crenshaw back there with Smith. Crenshaw trying to lead the way. Ozzie Magana with the tackle. The kamikaze. Ozzie Magana, 5'5", 160-pound senior from Adams Elementary School. He is the vocal leader of this team, the team captain. Ozzie Magana, the face of the Estancia Eagles. Perhaps the future mayor of Costa Mesa. And there's Alipa Peters. Milton Gutierrez forcing the cutback. And Alipa Peters cleans it up for the Eagles. Third and 7. 3rd and goal from the 7. Passing situation, Alvis been near perfect here. Twins to the left. Oh, great move. Touchdown, Mesa. Nathan Alvis on the keeper. Great individual effort right there by Nathan Alvis. Good coverage by Estancia. Alvis forced to run. And Alvis with the 7-yard touchdown run with 4:43 left to go in the first. Great opening drive for the Mustangs, and the point after is good. Peter Marquez with the extra point for the Mustangs. Peter Marquez knocking them in from 45 yards out in pregame warmups. So it's an 80-yard opening drive for the Costa Mesa Mustangs.
I want to remind everybody that the Battle will be on channel.
So for those of you who watch the Costa Mesa Minute, you probably saw that I went on record with Thursday's show. As we do every Thursday, we predict the high school football games. And just yesterday, I picked it Estancia 33, Mesa 31. Squib kick is going to go out of bounds at the 18.
Ball kicked out of bounds, that'll be a penalty.
Not the kick the Mustangs were looking for there. So now we'll see if Estancia can answer.
Eagles will get possession.
Spot the ball on the 35, and I'll tell you, that opening drive by the Mustangs was more of what I expected out of Estancia. Long, sustained drive. Coach Wally Grant has to be thrilled with the way his Mustangs have started. Wilson, play action. Wilson nowhere to go. He's got a receiver wide open. Stillman's coming back to the ball, and Wilson gets knocked out of bounds. Brandon Kingsley was open for a moment. This one's coming back, would be coming back anyways. Not the start the Eagles had envisioned. And you can only imagine in a game like this what the Butterflies must be like. Usually takes a couple plays for the Butterflies to go away. Mustangs came out, they were fine. Murtha with Wilson in the backfield. The give is to Murtha. Robert Murtha with a little bit of running room, kicks up a great block, and Murtha's out in the open. Robert Murtha with a 20-plus yard run. Check that, that's a 30-yard run. First time Robert Murtha gets his hands on the ball. Murtha, the junior, 5'9", 170 pounds, out of Killybrook Elementary School. Over 1,300 yards on the season, averaging 7.5 per carry. He gets 151 yards a game, has 12 touchdowns on the year. They call him the boy. The boy running like a man on that one. And another big hole for Murtha as that big offensive line for the Eagles opening up big holes here early. Zach Bateman, 6'5", 275. Hevron Gutierrez, 6'2", 245. Alejandro Lopez, 210. Aguilera's 225, and Alejandro's 280. We'll get a look at the starters after this play. 2nd and 1, Wilson. Straight run, quarterback sweep. Deontay Haywood laying the wood. And let's go ahead and take a look at the Eagles on offense.
Brad Wilson, Jr., California Elementary.
Robert the Boy Murtha, Jr., V, Killybrook Elementary.
Deontay Haywood, Jr., Taft Elementary.
Zach Bateman, Senior, California Elementary School.
Hevron Gutierrez, Senior, Victoria Elementary.
Alejandro Lopez, Jr., Adams Elementary.
Adhir Adi Aguilera, Jr., Adams Elementary.
Alvaro Alejandre, Senior, Victoria Elementary.
Brandon Kingsley, Senior, The California Elementary.
Ben Beck, Jr., California Elementary.
Levi Stillman, Jr., Mariners Elementary.
So Coach Vargas told me that they'll run Wilson a little bit more. And that one was a straight run. Pitch to Murtha. Another huge hole for Robert Murtha, hurdling defenders.
Down to about the 17-yard line.
And Murtha's still down on the field, and this would be a big blow for the Eagles. Murtha hurdling one defender, and there is a penalty flag on the field. And they're going to wave it off. So Murtha's down.
Ulysses Bam Bam Martinez, Senior, Davis Elementary.
Charles Mackin, Senior, Greenville Elementary.
Kevin Salyer, Senior, Davis Elementary.
Jay Comer, Senior, Davis Elementary.
Justin Smith, a.k.a. Taz, Junior, Village Elementary.
Orande Crenshaw, a.k.a. Dwayne the Freight Train Crenshaw, Sophomore, Killybrook Elementary.
Noah J. Raja, a.k.a. Slumdog, Junior, The Killybrook Elementary.
Trace Crit,
Senior, Paularino Elementary.
Jordan Walden, the one-handed man, Senior, Greenfield Elementary.
Nathan Alvis, a.k.a. Sunshine, Senior, Killybrook Elementary.
Marcus Hayes, Senior, Killybrook Elementary.
they don't come much tougher than Robert Murtha, so I wouldn't expect him to be out for more than a play or two. And a nice round of applause for Murtha even here on the Mesa side. We'd like to see that. So Robert Murtha.
Timeout, Costa Mesa.
His dad, perhaps one of the biggest Estancia Eagle fans, is a graduate of Costa Mesa High School, and Robert's mom, a graduate from Estancia, but it is not a house divided at the Murthas. Nothing but cardinal and gold. Robert Murtha on pace to become the all-time leading rusher in the history of the district. Being runaway Tran from Mesa, the all-time leader. So we got 2:48 left to go in the first. The Costa Mesa Mustangs 80 yards with the opening drive. Nathan Alves punching it in from 7 yards out. Estancia on their first play of their first offensive possession had a holding penalty, pushed him back. But since then, it's been Robert Murtha. Line of scrimmage is the 18. 1st and 10. The gives to Troncoso right up the middle, and he falls forward down to about the 11. And here comes Murtha. I told you he would not be out for very long.
First in for the Mustangs. On a 7-yard gain on the play, 2nd and 3 with 2:30 left in his first quarter.
Robert Murtha is a football lifer. He has been a football player from an early age, and he lives and breathes football. Murtha being brought down from behind. Aronde Crenshaw, the sophomore. Crenshaw with the tackle there.
2-yard loss on the play. 3rd and 7.
So when I saw Aronde the other day on campus, I told him he makes me feel old, because I remember covering Aronde's dad, Dwayne. So that tells you how long I've been at Costa Mesa Television. Dwayne Crenshaw was a beast, and Aronde from the same mold, touchdown Eagles! Brad Wilson to Levi Stillman. Perfect pitch and catch. Wilson to Stillman. Levi Stillman came in with 4 catches for 70 yards on the season. That is his 2nd touchdown.
Dan Cabrera back to kick the point after.
Beautiful pass by Brad Wilson. And before we can get the extra point attempted.
False start against the Eagles. They'll back up 5 yards and try again.
Not bad coverage on the play by the Mustangs, but Wilson put that pass right where it had to be. And now Levi Stillman will hold for Dan Cabrera. And Cabrera punches it through, and we're tied 7 apiece with 1:31 left to go here in the first. Brad Wilson connecting with Levi Stillman. As the Estancia Eagles answer, so it promised to be a shootout. 2 high-powered offenses, and so far it's living up to its billing. 15-yard pass play is the answer. So now we'll see which defense can settle in first. Estancia averaging 40 points a game in league. Mesa 58 points a game in league. But the Estancia defense giving up just 5 1/4 a game in league, so they're already over their league average. Here comes Super Mario. A great kick by Cabrera, forcing Smith to field it at the 1. But I'll tell you what, the Mustangs want Smith to be able to return it. They would rather he have a chance to return it from the 1 than that go into the end zone and take it out at the 20. So the Mustangs will start their second drive on the 17. Deontay Haywood in motion, give right up the middle.
Crenshaw across the line of scrimmage for a couple.
And check that, that's Walden in motion. Crenshaw with his first carry on the evening. So the Mustangs shuttle the plays in through their tight ends, Charles Mencken and Jake Comer. They like to throw the ball a little bit more to Comer than they do to Mencken. Comer has 6 touchdown receptions on the evening. He's got 2 catches already here in the first quarter. And this one's whistled dead before it can get started. Mencken will bring in the play. 2nd and 13.
Penalty against the Mustangs, 5 yards.
So Mario Smith is the current ESPN Cal High Player of the Week following a huge game last week. Alvis in traffic to Mencken. 3 players are there. It's Gutierrez to knock it down, but Costi was there and Watanabe. So Alvis throwing into coverage. 33 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. Glad you could join us here on Costa Mesa Television, Channel 24, the City Channel. I'm Dane Bora. Glad to be back in the booth. Unfortunately, we weren't out here last year, but happy to be back. Alvis intended for Walden, and Walden can't bring it in. Good coverage by Sho Watanabe. And we're going to get our first punt of the ball game. Alvis has a lot of confidence throwing it up to Walden. Jordan Walden getting high praise from Coach Wally Grant earlier in the week. Wally says he has the best hands that he's been around. And in the Laguna Beach game, he had the best catch he's ever seen. Here goes Ben Beck on the return. Beck breaks 1 tackle and is brought down by Jake Comer.
McDaniel. It'll be 1st and 10, Eagles with 15 seconds left in this first quarter.
So great field position for the Eagles as they'll start on the 40.
Anthony McCormick help there.
Haywood and Murtha in the backfield.